What's happening, everybody? It's the Droopytown Network here with another unboxing and hands-on video. This is going to be of the Define R4 computer case from Fractal Design, an ATX style case that's very popular because of its minimalist but sleek design, while having so many features in it that pretty much positions this case at the mid to high-end tier of computer cases. Now, the brown box it's inside is fairly boring. There's no color on here whatsoever, and there is information about the case itself, but not even a color picture of the case. So to really see what it looks like, you're going to have to dig in. Now, there's unfortunately been some shipping damage to the outer box, and I blame Amazon and UPS for that. But that's why the inside has to have really good packaging to make sure the case doesn't get damaged. So you can see right here that the case is surrounded by two very thick styrofoam pieces, and I'm glad to say that there was no damage to the case itself. So good packaging on Fractal Design's part. And so outside of the box, you can see it's sandwiched between those styrofoam pieces, and it's also inside a plastic bag. Outside of all of that stuff, the case looks like this in all of its glory. The front cover does have an aluminum sheet on it, so it's a sheet of aluminum. It's real aluminum, but it's very thin, and the rest is plastic. When you open that cover, you can see on the inside the foam soundproofing material. So Fractal Design is trying to minimize noise despite how good the cooling is in this case. So you can see the vents here for the intake fans. So there's spots for two 140 millimeter intake fans, and the fan filter is very easy to remove. You don't have to do it from the inside of the case, which is really nice. You can just pop it open from the front and clean it whenever you need to. One fan is included in the front here by Fractal Design. Now, when you have that door closed, the intake for the air is going to come from the side, so that's a very cool design from Fractal Design. The word design is really killing me here. Front panel, we do have two USB 3 ports, two USB 2 ports, audio jacks, and nice big power buttons surrounded by a blue LED. In the back, we got two more spaces for exhaust fans. Back here, we got one 140 millimeter exhaust fan from Fractal Design. Add-in cards right here with these nice white covers, and the PSU is mounted on the bottom, so there is a fan filter for that PSU fan, and so that's very easy to remove as well. Alright, we're going to remove the side cover here on the right side, and there's just such great cable management here, and the back side of this cover does have soundproofing material as well. So again, pretty much soundproofing material on all sides of this case, which is really cool from Fractal Design. Now, the cable management, again, really good. Lots of holes to route your cables through. There's about an inch of space behind the motherboard for you to stuff your unused cables. This motherboard mounting area is permanently affixed to the case. It's not a removable tray. Now, on the other side, there is a windowed cover, and we'll take that off, also with soundproofing material inside there. And the case inside is so spacious. You can fit a full ATX board in there. You can fit up to 8 hard drives, which is absolutely crazy. And chances are you don't have that many. So if you don't, you can remove that middle hard drive cage to improve airflow from your two intake fans. So you don't have to block the airflow anymore. You can just use the thumb screws, remove them, and slide it on out. So very cool design here. The bottom hard drive cage is removable as well, but not from thumb screws. You need to use a screwdriver, and the screws on the bottom of the case. Now, the hard drives themselves, or SSDs, are individually mounted on these little trays here that are screwless, but of course you use screws to mount it on the tray. The 5.25 external bays on top, though, require screws all the way. No trays there. Now, on the we see on the bottom here just a cable or two for the front panel, USB 3, USB 2, and your audio jacks. Of course, the power button and all that stuff. On the back, we do have the add-in card covers, also used with thumb screws. Very nice. The exhaust fan I mentioned earlier. And the top of the case has spots for two 140 millimeter exhaust fans, but they're covered by these little panels that you can keep there if you don't want to use fans there, and they have soundproofing material on it, and also keeps dust from falling into your case. Alright, we have the manual here, very thin, not much to talk about. The backside has a request that you order replacement parts instead of returning the case if you have problems with it. We also have a box containing all the screws you'll need to install hardware in this case. That includes power supply screws, motherboard screws, SSD screws, extra thumb screws. We even got rubber grommets to reduce vibrations from your drives, even more than the ones that were already in there. And we also have all these things separated conveniently into individual bags, so very convenient. And there are cable ties as well, so good stuff. That does it for the unboxing and hands-on video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please click that like button and subscribe to the Droopytown network for future unboxing videos. Now, I do plan on building inside this case. I currently have all my hardware inside an Antec 300 case. So I'm going to be making a video of my migration process. It's going to be a time-lapse video, very quick, so you guys don't get too bored. And that will give you an idea of what it's like to build inside this thing. So hopefully you guys check it out. I'll have a link in the annotations right now. And if you don't see it, just search it up in my channel page. So once again, guys, thanks for watching the Droopytown network, and I'll see you guys later.